Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to a gorgeous afternoon here on My Land's Boss Stevie. We have got a lot of work to do, so I'm not going to waste my time talking. I'm going to talk while I work. We did figure out off camera that you have to take the soil samples, because let me show you real quick on here. As you can see, we don't own any fields, so because we start with this and it's embedded in the map, the only way to get soil samples on it is to take the soil samples. So we've actually made enough money to buy pretty much everything we need. The only thing we got to build up to is our combine now, and that's it. So as you can see, I have purchased the soil sampler. And after, what you want to do now is after we mow and then we plow, then we want to take a soil sample, and then it'll get us the right amount. But as you can see, we have the giant one. So I'll go over here, show you real quick, and then we'll get busy. We've got all our factories ready to go, but as you can see, we need lots more nitrogen. So we're gonna get going here. We've already got our GPS set up, and let's go. Let's get this out here. Turn this on. There. Now we're going to give us some more nitrogen into the ground, and then we'll go and sell some compost, and then we'll sell some wood chips, and we'll go from there. So what we decided to do is we were making enough money from the logs and all that stuff from the firewood production thing, and it was great, but I decided to go with the Tree Devourer because it was cheaper, and I decided to go so this should now... It will show us later. I've decided to go with the Tree Devourer just to give us wood chips, and we'll just sell them outright. Like I stated, we don't have crazy big trailers and stuff, not yet anyways. We will eventually, but... So, looking up here, straight in front of us is our bread factory. The red building over there, we're going to take our oats when we harvest it. We're going to put them in there. We're going to make flour. We're going to take the flour from the red building and put it in this building right in front of us. That looks like a library almost, and we're going to make bread. The second one in there is our open air garden, which many of you have seen me use. We're going to take corn, go straight into the farm factory, straight down, and make seeds. We're also going to make lime, but we have to buy the rocks. Eventually, when we get into the bigger fields and we can get more rocks off of it, I will turn it on. Let's go here. We're going to miss a little bit. I didn't adjust the size of this because I was having problems with the, what do you call that there? The vehicle control add-on was giving me a hassle as far as, when I clicked it on it and detected the width, if I tried to adjust it, it froze my tractor. So, but when we get over to owning one of these big fields, then we'll turn rocks on, and we'll have to buy ourselves a rock because we're going to be making so much money from each one of them fields. It's gonna be crazy. There we go. Now this should jump us up to our nitrogen. It's not giving me the precision, so I'm hoping that we are getting the nitrogen. We'll check when we get up here. Because this is working for nitrogen. I hope. Let's get to the end here and then we'll check. So how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. For real. I hope you guys are doing awesome. It's Tuesday. You guys will be doing this. You guys have earned yourself another video this week. So we're going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So what Wednesday's video will be is a complete time lapse. I'll be running time lapses for you guys. It's not giving me nitrogen. So, compost gets sold because it's not giving us, I want to check something real quick from Stevie's mods. Does his manure spreader do, it just does compost because it's not giving us a nitrogen level. It's not, everybody. So... we're going to eventually have to save up and give us... So we're going to have to sell this because it's not giving me a nitrogen level. Okay? So we're going to have to get us a nice little fertilizer spreader. We can now sell the compost, which is fine. That's 50 grand. Let's grab us. We'll go ahead and grab the solid fertilizer because we're going to take the slurry from the pigs and make solid fertilizer if this works. So let's go. We've already got. We got a big lime spreader. We can go this one, but it's 42 meters. I kind of want to keep it 24. Yeah, I don't like to go so small because I need it. Yeah, let's just pull the trigger on the big one and we'll make a couple of trips. We'll go mark Thor's house 20. We'll go 10. Let's see, can we pick black on this? Yes, we can. And cover. Jet black should be up here, right? Fent black. And we'll just go everything the same. There, black on black. Let's grab that. And then we're going to have to buy the fertilizer. Oh, it's right on my field here anyways. So then we're going to have to come over here and we're going to have to use this to buy the fertilizer. It's going to cost us all of it. There. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. See? It didn't take too bad. Oh, because I didn't adjust that. Let me fix that right on the fly here. Bang. Customize dish. Extra. And customize. Now we've got to grab that again. And we've got to grab this. It's going to take our money. There, we'll stop at that. Ooh, almost. But we're going to be selling some compost. So now we can just sell the compost outright, which is kind of cool. We'll just make money from it. So I'm not going to use, because it's so wide, I'm not going to use the GPS. There. There we go. So we'll take the slurry from the pigs that we get from the pigs, and we will make solid fertilizer with it. So that way we have our fertilizer, and we'll sell the compost outright. We'll sell the wood chips outright. So we'll be okay. We'll still make a lot of money. We've got to still get to $44,000 to be able to make it. And we also have to buy the combine, the header, and we have to buy a... we don't need a trailer because we can sell everything right there on our little factories, which I did not put down yet. I have to put a sell point down. We'll go one strip in the middle, and then this will be it. So, all right. Compost does not work for fertilizer, I would assume. Yeah, see, I love that. I love precision where it shuts off. So it covered it. Oh, we're just going to do a little trick here. And this should give us enough nitrogen. There we go. There we go. Now we're even. Now we just went from 93% yield to 121. All right, so now we can use that. Think about this, though. We're putting grass in to make compost, and we're selling it for about, well, we'll do it on camera real quick here. We'll grab this. We just need an open bay. We're going to put it here. We got to sell one of them up there, and then we can buy our sell point because I did that on purpose. But that's okay. That's all right. Because the compost is there for a reason, and it'll be used for a reason. So let's, we're going to have to take it up to because I had that on a test game, and I didn't save it with the sell point in here. But we'll put it in here real quick, because we'll sell it up to the other place. And now when we harvest this, we should be in green, right? We should be in green for everything. Yep. So we'll get a good score from now on. But it won't take effect until we harvest, which is fine. And then after now that we've got that fertilized, now we got to go up. We have two, not one, but two pads that we have cleared. And we'll be able to make, out of the slurry, we'll be able to make solid fertilizer. It'll cost me about $80,000 for the factory that I need it for it. But that's okay because we'll be making money really quick here from just the compost and the wood chips alone. So we're going to go compost here. And then when we upgrade, we will eventually be having 125,000 liter everything, if not 200,000. So this is selling for about four to 500. So 20 times 5 would be about 10,000, I'm guessing. And then we'll put our sell point right there. Actually, you know what? We may not put the sell point. Let's actually see where we can sell bread at. If we can sell it at the same spot here. Yep, we can sell it all. We don't need a sell point. We can sell it all right up here. So that'll be good. We can start getting close because we're on day 2 with that oats, and in about 6 o'clock we'll be going to day 3 on it. So we're gonna need a combine and a header to be able to harvest that oats. And then I think we've got everything. And then it's just, now see, we gotta mow this, put this in the composter to sell. And then we gotta mow this, put it in the composter, sell it, plow it, create the field, get the soil sample. And we'll do one, and then we'll come up here and we'll chip this section up here. And that'll be the next field. And that'll be 4 fields that'll rotate for our oats till we get a bigger field. All right, how much are we going to make? 93. I figured 10. Yeah, we're going to, and that won't take effect until we, I don't think I can get around here. We'll find out. Oh, yeah. So the compost, I know what's going to happen. That compost is not precision farm ready. So the compost will work on a regular field. I would almost guarantee it. So we're going to take now, and we're going to get some wood chips. But I want to stop here quick and see how much water. Okay, 246,000. That was a lot of trips, by the way, with a 20,000 liter tanker. And we've got 4,500 slurry. So it's about 2,500 fertilizer. And for these little fields that are 4 acres, it's perfect. We also have 90 pigs. Forgot to show you guys. One of the first ones that we bought are worth $80 a piece now. 13 and 47. So the next month we buy 30 more. But we're just going to buy them right from here because it only costs $1,000. Only costs us $100 more to buy them from here. So we're just going to buy them from here. And then next month, when we go into June, these piglets will turn into porkers. They will turn into this. And then in 6 months, they're going to turn into boars. And I do believe that what it is per whatever you get, when you put it into that, I did some research on it. When you put it into the slaughterhouse down there, it's not... you don't get so many liters or whatever per pig. You get however much they're worth, and that's how much you get. So if each one is worth $1,000, if we put 30 in there, you'll get 30,000. I do believe. We have 50,000 wood chips in our silo right now, and we're going to go start clearing these out because when we get the tree devourer hooked up to this little thingy right here, we'll be able to do it that way. But I got to put a sell point there for our bread, I do believe. But then again, we can there we go. We're still gonna have 50,000 liters in here of this. It's gonna be exciting. We're at the point where we're gonna start making money, and if we make $10,000 a day at that, and if we have to tomorrow, well, it'll be June and then July. That'll be ready in July. The oats will be by then. See what I'm doing, everybody, is this is rotating, then the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So every month we'll be able to harvest and be able to make bread. Bread is going to be our primary focus. It sells for $1,000 per 1,000. So actually it sells for, $1,700, $1,600 per. So almost $2,000 per 1,000. So I want to put a silo. I want to put a sell point right there at the factory so that when we sell it, we can sell it at a couple pallets at a time. But we'll be all right. Even if we have to buy a flatbed. Flatbeds are pretty cheap. And bring it down here. Be exciting. Now, this won't be much because wood chips only sell for $40 or $48 on this map. So it's very cheap. But it's enough to continue to get money coming in. There. Yeah, $1,500. Hey, so between the load of compost and the load of this, you know, I look at it this way. If I sold, grass sells for $25. So basically, if I sold $100,000 worth of grass, it would give me $250. I sold 20,000 liters of compost, which is 20,000 liters of grass, and I just made $10,000. So the compost maker is going to be our money maker, as well as we get going. Now, when we get going, we're going to eventually have at least one field grass. So now we sold that, and we sold that. We made $11,000. What I want to do first and foremost is I want to put that sell point down over there, and then we can go and mow. And like I said, I don't remember if I told you, but I think I did. You get the extra video this week, but Wednesday's video, tomorrow's video will be a time lapse. I'm just going to whip off a 2-hour time lapse so we can keep going. And then Thursday's video will be back to me doing this. So let's hook up to this, because we just used 20,000, right? We're going to replace that by probably triple, because I think you get about 50,000 from that. But now we're ready to go here. And what I want to do now, since we have the little extra money, and then we've got to, after that, there's no more spending. We got to get a combine. The reason why I'm doing this is because, I don't want to hoss. I want to take my pallets and put them right in here. So we're going to do this. Let's go like this. Get her square as best I can. Put her right there. Right there. And then we'll do this just so she looks pretty. There we go. Now, if you look at the sell point for bread now, sell everything is 18. It's the most expensive place to sell it. So now we can sell our bread right there for almost $2,000 per thousand. So if you sell 5 pallets of it, it's going to be great. That's $10,000. So that'll be our money making with our oats. We're also going to take straw, I do believe. Let me turn my speed up. I think we can also make compost from straw. There we go. That's twice as fast as we can run this, because we got a lot of mowing to do. We're gonna mow one. We're gonna mow one, plow it, and get that field set in. But I do believe we can take our straw also from here and make more compost. So we'll be able to have yes, we can make straw into compost. Straw. Yep, straw into compost. So now for every 1,000 you get 800. For every 1,000 you get 800. It's all the way across. We're going to have so much compost. It's going to be ridiculous. All right, let's get this. Yes, so that's even more money. So we'll have a guaranteed income every single month of what we need. And then eventually the first field that I want to buy is the back to the original one, number 1 here, where the original farm was, which is $649,000. So, and then once we get that, then we're going to start upgrading our equipment to hold more, if you know what I mean. So that way we don't play that game, and we don't play the game and play the game. As Queen would say, play the game, play the game. Welcome in to all of our brand new family members that have joined over the last couple of days. A little bit about myself. I am a 3rd generation farmer. I have a working dairy farm in real life. This channel is a family fun channel. We don't curse, we don't swear, we don't talk politics. We just have fun. It's just like I always tell everybody, we have an opinion in it. We all have our own opinions, but we keep them at the door, because I don't want you guys spending a lot of time coming in here worrying about real world stuff. I want you to come in here, watch Farm Sim, escape from all that nonsense that's going on in the world. Whatever side of the fence you fall on, it doesn't matter. What's going on in the world is absolutely crazy, and we're not going to have to worry about that. We don't want to do that. We don't bash other channels here. We don't say bad words about people. If we don't like somebody, we just don't watch them. That's it. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. I primarily run I would say, semi-realistic channel. I do have my realistic series that I've done, but people don't tend to want to watch them, so I usually just put out semi-realistic. So we always call it realistic-ish, where we do everything we need to do on the fields, but we go game speeds, or we go a few miles an hour over just so we can keep moving. Now, this mower in real life would absolutely mow at 11 miles an hour, but not much more than that. So, it's kind of like brands of tractors. Every single person on the planet's got their own favorite brand of tractor, and they trash everything else. Me, I like them all. If it's a tractor, it's a tractor. Like, if I have to go out and I have to plow snow in the morning, I don't care if it's a John Deere or a Case or whatever. I just want the tractor to start and plow. That's exactly what I want. So I know that everybody's got their favorite brands, and what I try to do on this channel is I try to play every Let's Play with a different brand. I try to change it color. Like, that's why, generally speaking, on this series, I've made everything black on black, because I want everybody to just, all are welcome here. I don't want people to come and be like, oh, he only plays with John Deere. He only plays with Case. I own John Deere in real life. We own 3 tractors that are all John Deere. We have a 4640, we have a 7600, and we have an 8R, all John Deere. We have a John Deere S670 harvester. That is our harvester in real life. We have, what is our, I think it's our seeder is John Deere 8350. Our cultivator, I do believe, is an Iveco, I think it's called. It's like my dad got it before he passed away. My dad passed away in 2007. He got it at an auction. But I do believe it's like the truck brand Iveco. I really believe so. What else do we have? We have a Vermeer baler. We also have a John Deere baler. We have a square and a round baler. We also have a loading wagon. We do silage bales, but we also do whole crop silage for our cows. We feed our cows total mixed rations in the winter, and the winter only. In the summer, they get a hay, we call it haylage. They get a haylage and soybean mixture in the summer, but now that we're dead winter, we're in January, they get full TMR with mineral feed. So during the summer, they're out and about, so they have mineral licks and mineral blocks and things that they want to lick on and stuff. So we let them do that because they're getting a lot of their nutrients from regular grass that they need, and they get the exercise and the moving around. We milk our cows twice a day. We milk them at 4:30 in the morning, and then we milk them at 4:30 in the afternoon. So they get milked twice a day. We have 125 head of dairy cows. So we do that sort of thing. It's pretty cool. It's a lifelong thing, and it's frustrating. But as I get older, what I've decided to do is we have people that work on the farm. On Saturdays and Sunday mornings, I don't milk. I don't get up early because I live stream Farm Sim on Friday nights or Saturday nights. So I want to be able to sleep in on Sunday. Plus, I watch football and just kind of hang with the family and chill out, But it's pretty cool. It's a good life, but it's not an easy life. It's a slower life, slower paced life. It's definitely a lot of work. You're working 7 days a week, 24 hours a day sometimes in the harvest season. As my dad would always say, pack a sandwich. So now what we're going to do is, all right, we're going to shut this off. We're going to unfold it. And we're going to put her back because even though we have the one next to us to mow, we want to do that next month so that everything is staggered. Everything gives you a chance to harvest it. Everything gives you a day. As you see that on this series, we are running 2x speed. Did I just hit that? Where was that? Wow, that was a long ways away. 2x speed 1 day months. I have done 28-day months. I have done crazy extreme stuff. Generally, the last year, I have been the crazy challenge guy. I've made $1 billion before. I've made one of our close family members to the channel says that if you want to know how to make money, ask Fury. And that's Kara. I'm going to give her a shout out. She's going on a trip sometime by the end of the month, so congratulations on that. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the Fury Machine Gaming channel. I made that channel name because I originally wanted to do some other games, but now I'm knee-deep into Farm Sim, so I generally do that, but I will eventually bring it out. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome into the farm. My circle is very small. I only watch a few streamers, literally. I watch 2 of them, and then I've got a bunch of people that I'd say not a bunch, but I cut back about 6 months ago now. I cut back. I was in about 4,000 channels, and I've cut back to like 3. I just it's easier to keep my circle small. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for the jump. Thank you for all the gifted subs that we got on Saturday. I record this time since the first of the year. My new schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, and we're doing this new thing where we're letting you guys, as the viewers, decide how many videos I put out. So basically, tell your mothers, tell your fathers, tell your sisters, tell your cousins, tell your sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, everybody to watch Fury Machine Gaming video. For every 100 views we get on a video, I put out another video, and going straight forward with it. Otherwise, if we just have normal 50, 60 views, then I will only put out Tuesday and Thursday. Now, if we hit 200 views per episode, or 200 for an episode, not per, for an episode, then I put out, for every 100, I put out an extra video. And I do believe, I have to check, but I do believe our last video I did on this was almost 200 views. So I might put out 2 extra videos this week, because if it hits 200, and that's what I'm going to do. And that's why this series is for us, by us. And it's going to be a series for you guys, by you guys. My next series will be 100%. You guys are going to decide what equipment we use. You guys are going to decide whatever we want to do, and I'll name the equipment after that person and give them a shout out. So as you can see, we are getting a decent amount of grass just off this little field here. Then we'll plow it in. After we plow it in, then we will take a soil sample of it. And then after we get a soil sample, then we'll spread some lime and we'll spread some fertilizer on it, and we're ready to go. We're then ready to go with a perfect field, and then we will seed some oats and go from there. So this is a series. It's on Own Your Map Challenge. Basically, it is a 4X map, and my goal is to own the entire map. And these fields, this is my lands, and for those of you who are new, don't understand, this is a 4X map, nothing but grass. All your factories, all your stuff is on the outside, your animal dealers. It does have a train that you can sell at Goldcrest Valley. So this is all map. These are huge fields. Like this one here. It is 387.73 acres. 6 million. This one here is 1,176 acres. That's going to take a hot minute. A hot minute. Our little field up here that we made is 4.69 acres. Hey, wait a baby. He's a little baby. And we're getting ready to do another 4-acre field, and another 4-acre field, and another 4-acre field, and another 4-acre field. And then this one here, we're going to leave this end grass, and we're going to leave this end grass so that we have our compost coming in every month. And then once these fields are no longer... Once we start upgrading and we start getting into, 15-meter equipment, things like that, where we're on, we'll have several combines, because I'll bet you on a 1,000-acre field, we will probably make a couple $1 million just off the harvest, because the machine will be full, we'll be making bread, and then we'll be making things. So we'll be making money off the crops. But I think what I may do is go to a different situation. I think I might go to like, because this map isn't placed anywhere specific, so we can grow whatever we want here. But the next Let's Play, I think what I might do is when we go to a specific area, we're going to grow the crops that are in that area, that are predominantly, like in real life, we grow soybeans for our cows. We grow soybeans. We have 4 80-acre meadows for the silage and the hay. 2 go to haylage and 2 go to silage. And then we have 1 field that we dedicate to corn, that we whole crop silage, so we can have lots of silage because you go through the most silage. And then we have we grow 1 field of soybeans that goes with the cows every day. We have 1 field of corn for whole crop silage, and then 1 corn for them to in the summertime. Because what you do is we alternate between corn and soybeans, but we can't give them too much corn because they get lactic acid buildup. So corn is really high in starch. As you see, we almost got 100,000 liters of compost off of this field. That's 80,000, and then so that's 8 loads. Well, 20, 40, 60, 80 is 4 loads. That's $40,000 that we just made off that grass. $40,000 we just made off the grass, of just regular grass. And that's why at the ends, the big ends are going to be nothing but grass. And then our outsides, this will be grass. This will all stay grass. We'll be able to mow them. We'll cut all the trees down. We'll put it in a wood chipper. All this will be staying grass from here on out once we get established. And then when we get this field here, when we get field 1, when we get field 1 right here, which is 40 acres, and then we buy the second one, 195, be about 200 and something acres that we can put into here. Well, it'll be almost 250 acres. Then once we get this field of 1, we're gonna then cut back one of the fields here, turn it back into grass, and that's what we're gonna do. So that way we have something to do while our crops are growing. So, and we're gonna need lots of big equipment. But we started small. We did it on purpose. We started small, and we can take it from there. So this is. I'm glad that I figured that out. So what it is the compost is not set up for precision. It's set up. I guarantee it. If I wasn't running precision, it would be set up. It would work. All right, let's jump this out and see. Look at that, 354. We started with field 1 in the beginning, and what we did is we mowed. We started with this field right here on New Farmer mode. We mowed half of this right here. Let me get down in here. See where the one little field is. We mowed from here to here to here to here, and we had 600,000 liters of bales, and we weren't mowed all the way. We were only mowed actually to about here. That little bit gave us 600,000. So this thing here is going to give us millions of liters of grass alone. And then we upgrade to a bigger loading wagon, and now we've got 393,000, making more. So that's how we do it. Oh, is that full? Oh, it's still emptying. I forgot Omatana's stuff empties slow. I'm used to Mark Thor's stuff that empties like in about 2 seconds. But that's okay. Look at this. We got about 50 minutes in game, and then we'll be wrapping up this episode. And then tomorrow morning, I think I'll play. Well, no, I might just actually put out one at 8 o'clock in the morning, right after this one. And then we'll time lapse it first thing in, well, probably around. I'll get done milking around 6:30. I'll come and I'll take a little quick nap, and then I'll record it. Might be afternoon, but it'll post on Wednesday. There. Now we are going to go and plow it in. And like I said, I'm not too worried. That one I made nice and pretty and clear. I'm not worried about that because eventually when we get big enough, we're not going to worry about field sizes because this will all be grass anyways. And we'll be able to come and mow it and get lots and lots of pretty grass off of it. That, and then, oh, and the other rule was, for those of you who are new to the series, we, for the first, we were going to go 6 months, but I think for the first year, we can only go 250 horsepower. So this tractor right here is 250 horsepower. It is a Mark Thor, the 70 New Holland Series Ford. It is a 70 series, and it's 250, and we'll go all the way to 500,000. So after a year, then we can upgrade to 300 horsepower, and so on and so forth, till we have our 500 horsepower that we need from this. And yeah, let's get this down, turn this on, and I think this one I'll just mow in a circle, so that way we can just harvest it. We'll keep this little width here. There we go. Yep, and then we can upgrade after a year. We can upgrade all our equipment. We're going to go from probably 6 meters, and then what I'm going to do here, I'll show you guys what I do. This allows me to do this, which is kind of neat. We're going to go construction. I've done this before. I've shown you guys this before. Landscaping, painting, and then we're going to go, we're going to pick this one. Nice round, and we're going to go like this. You guys have seen me do this before. For my OGs that have been here before, you've seen me do this. There. And then we'll come back and fix the rest of it as we go around. We'll follow the that area there. Right to the edge of the road. Now, this doesn't normally have a road in it. Let's get this back over here. Oh, I got to do this the right way here. Okay. I like the fact that Stevie chose a paint that's like right on the front. See that? And then we're going to go up here. Now this is where we get tricky, because that's the edge of the map right there. So I got to go real careful like. Fill this in. There we go. And then we will go back to plowing. Actually, we will go a little wider on that. We'll come out there so that we don't have to paint anything on that side. These are little fields, and all this is just killing us time getting our factories going. That's all it's doing. It means it serves no other purpose other than that, so that we have something to harvest. And then because some of those fields, like, can you imagine when we get to that 1,000-acre field? It's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. You guys are not going to know what the heck hit you when we might do it with one combine. You know, could you imagine that? Let's get this little. I always tell people, take your time when painting. You can make it look so nice. I think a lot of people get into the farm builds, and then they don't fix it right, and they just, and it's fine. Nobody's asking. Nobody wants to have a field of something like rounded off like this, but this is realistic to me. Actually, you know what? I gotta go more like this. Right there. And then we're gonna paint this last little bit in, and we're gonna wrap this up. And here. One more bigger because we're here. Do this nice and gently. I also play on PC. So for those of you who want to know, I do own a console version of this, but it's only for the grandkids. So there we go. There. Well, let's just back him up just a little bit and make this a little bit prettier. There. There we go. We got our outline done. Then we'll soil, oops. And then we'll soil sample it, and we'll be ready to go. There. Kind of drives me crazy. There we go. Now she's pretty. And there we go. Because remember, when we make these big ones into fields, we got to plow them. So I've got a nice 18-meter John Deere plow set up for it. So when we get there, sorry about all this stopping and painting stuff, but I look at it like we might as well do it now so that we're done. Because what will happen is once we're done with that, this will turn into grass. There we go. Sorry, I'm concentrating. And then that's good enough. There, that'll be the last time for that. Because when we're done, like I said, we'll just come and replant grass or repaint grass right over, so it won't matter. You know, we'll just be mowing it. There. Hope you guys like that little drawn in a field, because that's what we're going to do as soon as we get this plowed in. First thing we're going to do is we're going to trace a field and make it an actual field. Because unless you're on this, these aren't going to, like this is a defined field, okay? We don't have to create that. That's a defined field. These are not. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. It's funny how fast an hour goes, isn't it? Plus, I just love the sound of this tractor. I use predominantly Omatanas, Mark Thor's mods. Generally speaking, I have a lot of mods. I've been kicked out of Mods Anonymous for like 10 times. It's a running joke. That's why I say it. It's not a real thing, so don't worry about that. But my close friends in the community say that when you hit 5,000 mods, you have to go to Mods Anonymous because you have an issue. And I've been kicked out 4 times, so what's that say? For Farming Simulator 22, I've had probably close to 20,000 mods. Some good ones, some not so good ones. I'm down to about 200 mods in my mod folder right now, which is crazy low for me, which is absolutely great. It keeps it smaller, keeps it your computer runs better when there's not 700,000 mods. But yeah, I've been a member of Mods Anonymous lots of times. Been kicked out. You got too many mods. Get out. Get out. I hope the love for this series, the love for this channel, continues to grow. I am, I started this. I'm semi-retired now. I started this YouTube journey about 4 years ago, but I wasn't making videos then. I was just strictly modding. Got into the Farm Sim community because I said, oh my gosh, I've been in the Farm Sim community playing Farm Sims since Fs22. So quite a few years, but I started this YouTube journey because I said, well, I want to make a channel to where I can teach people, since I am a real farmer, I can teach people how to farm, how to do things the right way, the correct way. And I started doing a channel, and that was about 2 years ago now that I've been on this. No, longer than that, because Fs22's been out 2 years, and I started in Fs19 making videos. So it's probably close to 3 years now. Yeah, because I was only modding for about a year. So, but about 4 years I've been doing this between modding and Farm Sim videos. And it's been a wild and crazy journey. We got to the point where we were monetized as a channel. We're part of the Giants program, which is another reason why I chose this map. Because right here, It is part of the Giants partnership program. Stevie is. And so I am as well. So I figured, well, let's do it. I've had Stevie's mods for a long, long time. I use lots of them. And it's just exciting. And then about 6 months to a year ago, we started kind of getting away from the realistic version. Because what happens, everybody, is when you're doing a realistic series and you're literally playing like this, okay? Everybody knows, everybody's seen me do this, everybody watches me do this in cab and all that stuff. But you're going realistic speeds. People don't realize that realistic speeds are, harvesting at, 3.2 miles an hour or 2.8 miles an hour, plowing at 2 miles an hour. I mean, it's just a slow process. And so for video's sake, it doesn't work because people go, oh my God. Like, for example, I was on Hastings, North Dakota. That was one of my first series for Fs22, 16x map. So basically 4 times the size of this map. And my first field was 300 and something acres. And I did it realistically with first with a 4.5 meter header, which was ridiculous. And then I changed over about a quarter of the way through the field to a 13.7 meter header. And it still took me 13 hours realistic time. 13 hours. And we play, usually, generally speaking, when I do my series, I play for 12 hours in-game. So it took me an entire day. Now, is that realistic? Not even close. A 300-acre field would take you, I don't know, a week to actually get it harvested up and cleaned up and everything done. Because we have just shy of 100-acre field that we do our soybeans. And it takes us 4 days to do it. Now, granted, we don't have ginormous equipment, but still, there's only 4 of us, and it takes us 4 days to do it. So, but there's many, many videos out there where you can go in and, like, for example, just put in like wheat harvest, and they will show in cab. And they'll show you the speeds and everything and show you that I'm not crazy. People think that's awful, awful slow, Fury, but it is. I mean, you might be able to get to 4 miles an hour on a flat like this field because it's wide open and it's flat. So anyways, let's go here. We're going to record this. We're going to make our field. I hate that one that shuts off like that, so I can't move the camera. I predominantly play with controller, steering wheel, and pedals, but I also have a joystick that I flip back and forth when I'm doing logging, or I flip back and forth when I'm doing all kinds of things. But a little bit about myself. There we go. For many of my OGs, I apologize. You guys all know. You've heard it before. You guys know how it works. Look at this. What I'm doing is I'm creating a field. And if I ever want to use courseplay on this field, I am drawing in and making that actual field on courseplay. So now I can actually use courseplay with this field. And now you know why I did this, so I can drive right by our cow or our pig pen. We are doing pigs and pigs only on this map. Maybe if I do a second go around on it, I might do sheep. But there we go. And done. Yes, I want to save it. And then we are going to go into here because if you see, we got another field. So we're going to click on the CP. We're going to go to the steering wheel. We're going to click on this. We're going to rename custom field to 6.01 acres. That's a bigger field. And that's what I do it tells you the field sizes now. When I do this one, I'll do the same thing so you guys will be able to see how big it actually is. That field is actually almost an acre and a half bigger than the other one. So then we can do this one tomorrow. We'll mow it. We already got it cleaned off. Then we'll come and we'll clear the trees off this and we'll make it a field. So now that that's done, now we can set up our soil samples. So we'll go back, we'll get our soil sample, we'll take it of this field, and then we can get set up with our lime and our coconuts. In fact, I may not turn on stone. I may just buy lime, because lime's pretty cheap. I have to actually buy 2 more things for the farm, or actually 1 more. I have to buy a fuel depot. because I have a pressure washer over there, which I'm going to use very quickly here. Let's do this and get us a soil sample. I can't believe that field was actually an acre and a half bigger. So right now we have 6 and 4 is 10.5 acres we own right now. That's what we have worth of fields. It's pretty cool. Starting with nothing, literally, and now, well, we started in March. Go out here in the middle. I've got this ginormous 300 thing. You can see it covers a lot. What was it? To take a soil sample. Oh, B. We're going to raise this. Oh, I got to find out how to send. Oh, Y. Okay. $150 soil sample, and it'll come back in a minute. Nice. We now turn this off. We don't even have a house. We're going to check before we get on that, because we're gonna lime first. And then we will spread fertilizer on top of that, and then we will seed, but we're not going to have enough time to seed. So I probably, what I'll do is I'll time-lapse the seeding part of it, and then the plowing into the next fields, and then when we come back for, yeah, now we're ready to go. Liked it. Let's, here we go. Now it's registering. Well, that's what you have to do, everybody, especially if you are creating a new field. If you've already had a field set up, what I suggest you do with Precision, because I've used Precision pretty much since it came out, what you want to do is to get your Precision to be accurate. You gotta buy. You can buy the soil samples, but what you always want to do, even if you have a pre-made field, you want to plow it first, right off the bat. Then you want to buy your soil samples, whether you buy them from the in-game menu or you take them like I just did. It doesn't matter, and then it will reset your field to what it needs to be. Because otherwise, what it'll do is it'll recognize the field if you just buy the soil sample. But what it won't do is it'll say 0, nothing recognized yet. So you've got to guess. As you see, the computer now is putting me at 1.125 pH level, which is exactly where it needs to be perfect. That's why I always leave it auto. Unless you're going extreme realism, I would just leave everything on auto. And then what you can do is once you get turned, it will shut off where you need it. So now we can just turn around and go around back and forth, and it will shut off when I go. I don't have to turn the machine off again. Hope I have enough here to get this field done. And then we'll fertilize it. Now our fertilizer, like we just found out, is 42 meters wide. So there we go. Now this will shut off. And it'll turn back on when I come back around. And then one more pass, and we should be close. And then we'll buy lime for the next field. We won't buy it yet until we need it. Because rocks are a heck of a lot cheaper than lime. If you know what I mean. So rocks are $150 for 4,000 rocks. So it's really, really cheap. There we go. We limed it. We had enough in here. 9,000 liters was enough to lime this whole field. And that gives you 6 acres. So actually it did 2 fields because I had in here what I had in here. There we go. And that field is now limed, and it should say perfect. Okay, now nitrogen, it's going to put it at what it needs to. Target reached for lime, which is great. And it should show us, yep, it shows us green. And because we are fertilizing, we are actually not using, you know what, we may not make solid fertilizer. We may, well, I eventually wanted to go green with it, but I don't think these little baby piglets are going to make that much. slurry. They've only made 4,000 liters so far. Okay. Boom. There we go. And we'll have to buy lime next time for the next field. But that 9,000 did that field. It did 10 acres, which is decent size. I mean, if you think about 10 acres is 1,000 by 1,000. Well, it's 100 by 100 for 1 acre. So it'd be 1,000 feet by 1,000 feet. That's a lot. We'll turn this on so that we can get our precision going. And it should be turning it green, which it is. And it's putting it on at 200. So it's putting it on a lot. But here's what cool thing about precision, everybody, is the more nitrogen. And so you plow your field to begin with. Then you don't plow again. You get yourself a direct drill. And that's it. Because you don't want to, the whole idea of precision is you're not disturbing the ground. You're not going deep. It's basically set up for a no-till farm, which is what we run in real life. So you don't plow, once you plow the first time and create the field or plow it in, you don't do it again. You just lime, then you fertilize, and then you seed with a direct drill right over it. Now, once it's plowed, like once we harvest it, same thing. We come out, we go lime, and then we go fertilizer, and then we seed. You don't have to fertilize like this. What you could do is you could lime and then seed and fertilize at the same time. So you could do that. I just do this because it covers it more. And I think that's it. And it should be perfect field, ready to go because it's all green. So that can be stopped now. And we are at 200 nitrogen right off the bat. Perfect. So we are at green with our field. So now we can seed. But the next field, what I could do to save some time is you lime it and then you seed and fertilize with the machine. But I don't know. I might try to go green, but it's going to take a lot of slurry manure. Because here's why. With slurry and manure, you have to do double application. All right, so we're going to grab this, and we're going to get set up with that. And as we are seeding our last little bit, I will say our goodbyes, and we will be wrapped up. We've done an hour already. Yep, I got to put some more oats in here. Ooh, crash counter. There, this is there. All right. There we go. Yeah, now eventually our seeds will come up. We'll get them out of the silo because we're making seeds from our corn. So, all right, everybody, let's wrap up, and then we'll do it. As you guys know, and for those of you who are new to the channel, my wife wrote my intro and my outro, so I have to use both of them each time. So here we go. You guys know how it works. We're finished with episode number 4, and let's wrap this bad boy up. So please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all. And I will catch you right back here tomorrow, Wednesday, for another episode. Yay! Let's plant some oats. Well, the last couple of minutes. We're ready to go. We are planting oats. Oh, I need a roller, too. That's what I need. Because I want to get that last 2%. I want to get 100% value for everything. So, do we need it right this second? No. Because we're getting 123% rate with this. Let's make sure. And 120% yield. So, yeah, we don't need a roller. Yeah. So, but thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for being you. Without you guys, I am nothing. But you can see now why I went with the rounded, because I can just literally do my headlands and not have to worry about turning around. And as soon as that hits 6 o'clock, we will be done. I will finish seeding this off camera, and then I will go to the next day. And tomorrow, I think we will have some product down there to get started on, and then tomorrow we'll mow and create the next field over. Then we'll go from there. All right, guys, on that note, we are out of here. I will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, for another video. Love you all.